Hey guys, welcome to another commentary. I have Vol alongside, so it's going to be a dual commentary, part of Yankee League Season 2. I'm excited to actually have Vol alongside in Season 2. Should be a lot of fun. This is going to be a game between 7 Shock starting in the upper left hand corner and ASA Menthol on the upper right hand corner. This is on Wuthering Heights. I'm actually surprised that they both chose to go with the Zerg on this map. It'll be interesting to see how Zerg versus Zerg plays out. Here's the secondary right here, as you can see, leading out in that little gap. That can actually be a big problem with Terran putting supply depots down, things like that. And then mineral only here at the other, as you can see, the secondaries along this side here. And I think that's all that's really going to come to play in this map. In the center there is dual gas, but being that it's Zerg versus Zerg, I don't expect to see that area taken. Looks like both players, this is a 4-player map, looks like both players are going to scout each other off, immediately sending overlords directly to each other's base. It'll be a fun match. I really like Yankee League. I'm glad we have Vol alongside to do some commentaries for Yankee League this season, even though it isn't in all technicality a North American league, but and he's a New Zealander, but I don't know. I think this is definitely his specialty, is covering these exact sort of matchups. Anyway, it's good to have you alongside, Vol.
Yeah, definitely is. I think there's a lot of commentators out there which are commentating on Korean leagues, and that's fantastic. We've got quite a lot of people doing that at the moment, and I also want to commentate on foreign stuff just because it's an opportunity to give those sorts of people a little bit of spotlight, because I know a lot of foreigners are really putting a lot of effort into this game, and that's great to see. And the CVZ, and I'm not too familiar with these two players, so hopefully I don't get the names mixed up. We've got 7, the purple Zerg at the top left, and Menthol, is that right? Yeah, the top right is white. And already we've got a big divergence in the builds. We've got 7 actually putting down a hatchery before spawning pools, so that's a really bit of a risky game and risky play in my opinion. But there is the fact that in ZVZ it takes obviously a while for the Zerglings to get across the map before they've got the speed upgrade. So if he gets Zerglings out in time before Menthol sends the Zerglings over there to take out his drones, he should be able to come out in the lead with economic advantage. But we'll see how that plays out. There's also the fact that they've both sent their overlords across map and they'll be scouting each other at the same time, and they've gone diverging builds, so this is actually going to turn into a little bit of an interesting first 5 minutes in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks like Menthol in white. Yeah, double check there. Menthol in white is going for that speed Zergling attack. Unfortunately, this is the exact way you want to do 12 hatches. Is when you're playing on a 4-player map, you've got good odds that your opponent's not going to scout it out. Although it looks like Menthol is now scouting out. He's going to see that second hatchery, but it looks like he's going to be okay because you can see he's getting in that spawning pool up. We'll see if he puts down. All he needs is one good sunken colony to really defend against those Zerglings. He can pull additional Zerglings off the line to really build against. And as you can see, Menthol, knowing he's already been caught a little bit behind, looks like he's going to tech the lair and put down a second hatchery himself. Really, he needed to send the Zerglings immediately and needed to produce. And basically, I actually like this configuration too, because with these hatcheries the way they are, a little bit more defensible. Now we see a lot of Zerglings being produced on the opposite side from 7, so 7's actually going to be at a big production advantage early. And maybe that speed upgrade, the Zergling speed upgrade, will help Menthol, but it's going to be really difficult, especially behind in production this early on, as the Zerglings already being sent out now to push an attack on Menthol. And what 7 really needs to do here is, first of all, block his gap, but I think you'd be a little bit better off actually just taking those Zerglings and putting them out in the field and making sure that 7 can't commit too many Zerglings to his front door, or to his base I should say, that he'll just pay a little bit of an economic cost. And I'm not sure what 7's doing here in the corner. It looks like he's gathering up the Zerglings maybe for an ambush here. We'll see. In the meantime, as you can see, Menthol's blocking off his front door with a lot of Zerglings, and he's at least got the tech lead. He's also putting down Sun Colony in his back door. It looks like we're seeing speed upgrade. Actually, it doesn't. It looks like he skipped the speed upgrade to get that early lair. I'm sorry. And now he's getting speed. And 7's actually going for the speed upgrade, so he's going to go all in. It looks like with Zerglings here in a moment.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that 7 hasn't tech to lair at all, and I think Menthol's got the right idea with that sunken colony. He'll definitely need it if he's going to get overrun by these Zerglings, but all he has to do is hold that choke, and with Wuthering Heights you've got that tiny little choke there, and as you can see, 7's coming with a drone. He sees that he's not going to be able to get through there, but he's going to have to try, because without any Mutalisks he's definitely going to lose this game, because that Spire is going to be up before too long, and I can't see him breaking through with just Zerglings when Menthol, yeah, it is Menthol, I always get them mixed up, is just ready for this. I mean, the drone's there as well, and I mean, what is he going to do? Put down an offensive hatchery? I mean, that would be ridiculous. That Spire is going to nearly be up, and yeah, I'm not too happy about this from 7. I think we're going to see Menthol take an early game here.
Yeah, maybe if we can see a little bit of a overwhelming production. The key with going at basically all on Zerglings, especially against a quick Spire, quick lair, is basically, yeah, just to outproduce your opponent in Zerglings and just storm in. But yeah, it looks like Menthol might be prepared for this, but maybe just sheer force will be able to break this front door. There is a lot of Zerglings. Looks like 26 out of 26 psi for 7. Now he's
drawn
pushing
some,
in.
he's drawn some Zerglings out.
Oh my goodness! And now pushing. Oh, he backed off the front door. I think he would have been better served actually shoving up the front door and producing it. Now he's going to have to produce additional Zerglings and he's getting down a second Sunken Colony. But 7 already in the base and starting to inflict some damage on those drones.
Wow, that spire is up. That spire is up. He's going to have to get some Mulists out really fast because these drones are going to be dying very quickly. I'm so surprised that he let those Lings in. But oh my god, all of these drones being slaughtered. Those Mulists are going to have to do some serious damage to be able to keep Menthol in the game here. And wow. Oh my god, the drones actually managed to fight them off, and we've got like 2 Mutalisks coming out now. We've got nothing in base. What Menthol's going to have to do is really put the pressure on with these Mutalisks, and in the meantime, Zerglings are going to be streaming into his base. He's going to be glad he built those sunken colonies there. Looks like he's putting down a second sunken colony, but those drones are going to be toast as soon as those Zerglings get into his base, and I'm not sure if Menthol's built enough Mutalisks to keep him in this. And an evolution chamber indeed going down, and a crypt colony for well, this is going to be close. Look at this.
It's the question is, that's a nice placement by that Sunken Colony right in the back door, and I think Menthol's actually going to come out with this game as a result, as you can see, because those Sunken Colonies are just well positioned. Not going to take a lot of damage from the Zerglings at their current position. Now, hey, got a multi-kill there. Should probably turn those features off in before the game. Anyway, sorry about that for people on the screen. But yeah, the Sunken Colony is going to be taken out, and now it's just going to be Mutalisk versus Zergling. Looks like the economy's been severely disrupted. That Spore Colony already taking 1 Mutalisk out. Looks like it's almost, actually no, looks like the second Mutalisk at full health. It's going to take probably a second Spore Colony to really do it, but only 2 drones left here. And that Mutalisk actually was drawn off, so that Mutalisk is going to be taken out. And it looks like Menthol GG'd, even though, because realizing that he just didn't have enough to really continue with that. So wow, really fast and furious. That was an extremely close Zerg versus Zerg. And as you can see, whew, fast and furious, and that was... Wow, I honestly did not know who was going to win it to the very end. It looks like
that Spore Colony was almost destroyed. It had like 50 health left, and if Menthol had been able to take out the colony, I mean, there might have been a slight chance he could have brought his Mutalisks back to his base to clear out Zerglings and so forth, because 7 had lost all of his probes as well. So, that's one thing I do really like about Zerg vs Zerg, because it always comes right down to the wire if you've got 2 good players, and that looks like we have. We indeed do have that in our hands.
So it looks like Shock going to go up 1 game over Menthol, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.